As I explained before, Master Belduke didn't struggle at all at the time. But when I think about it now, in light of the new information, it was very unnatural. The victim didn't drink the soporific. It didn't struggle.
What? Did he just let her kill
He was
him?
already dead. But what does it mean?
What?
If it's not tomato juice nor blood brought about through a struggle with the murderer, then what else could it be? Since it's not tomato juice, we have to assume it's blood after all. Yeah, right, it's gotta be that! We've ruled out the possibility that the victim bit his tongue while struggling with the attacker. Indeed. Then there's gotta be a different reason for that blood being there.
So...
He must have suffered internal bleeding that was somehow connected to his death. But what could have caused it? Your Honor? If I may ask one question. A question? To whom? If I just clarify this one suspicion, I may be able to explain the blood shown in the sketch. That's why I need to question one person in particular.
Who? It could be Amir.
I want to say Barnum. You want to use a hint coin?
Hint coin it up because I have no idea. Narrow it down a little. Amir or Barnum? Okay. Do you think it's Barnum? I think it's Amir. When he was the only person who commented during that middle part where he said, yeah, haha, it has to be that. When they were talking about how it had to be blood. He's literally said, ha ha ha, yup, it's gotta be that, as he's pouring out his wine and crap, all nervous.
He did drink really heavily the night before. And they are neighbors.
Hit Amir.
Okay, I'll go with you. Mister, can I ask you something? Yeah? Don't give me that scary look. Oh, I know nothing at all. I got nothing to tell. Amir's as innocent as a little lamb, but is his confidence more than a sham? Better off without that bard. Or I would, anyway. You drank the tomato juice that was at the crime scene, right? Don't keep asking me about that over and over again. So what if I did? Then I have another question for you. Did anything else disappear from the crime scene that day? Nah, I didn't notice anything.
Objection.
Witness, just what have you done this time? You look like a dog caught making a mess on the carpet. I'm talking about poop. You look like poop. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know about anything going missing. I'm innocent, please believe me. Truth could drown in his swimming eyes. Some tell lies well, others cannot tell lies. Looks like my gut feeling was right. He took something from the crime scene. Something that could be directly connected to that red liquid around Belduke's mouth. What on earth did that man steal from the crime scene? A certain item disappeared from the crime scene that day. And at this very moment, it's highly likely that item is right in front of our very eyes.
Is it the poison bottle? Because that'd be really embarrassing.
Is here? Isn't that right, mister? Is it? I have no idea. Defender, I order you to show us what this item is. The item that this witness took from the crime scene.
Okay, so hold on. I think this is too obvious.
You think it's too obvious?
I think the skull and crossbones is too obvious.
I don't know.
Could it be just the cup? Did he take the cup? Is that what he drank the tomato juice in?
I think it's this.
Do you think the cup was poisoned?
I think it's the obvious thing.
Yeah? I think it's the cup.
I think it's the pirate juice.
Go ahead, but I think it's the cup.
I think we're doing pirate juice.
Go ahead, but I say it's the cup.
I'm presenting.
Got it.
It's this bottle.
Ah, okay, fine.
The bottle? Miss Grail, I'd like you to clarify something for me. What would that be, Mr. Wright? Belduke was working on creating certain medicines. He had various dangerous substances in his possession as well. How were they stored? Master kept them in a locked medicine cabinet The bottles were labeled so that it was clear that they were dangerous. They have all been confiscated. As for those labels, did they resemble the label on that guy's bottle?
Oh my god, really?
Mister, what are you doing with the product of Master's research? No, stop. It's not what you think. I didn't have any evil intentions or nothing. That bottle belonged to Master, and it was used to store strong poison. Poison strong enough to kill. Huh? Poison? What? The red liquid trickling down Sir Belduke's mouth was definitely blood.
Oh my god.
Now, as for what caused him to bleed like that from his mouth, it was the deadly poison from the bottle this guy stole from the crime scene. This is outrageous.
What?
What?
This is funny. He doesn't call him Amir still. That's funny.
Order! Order! Order!
I don't even understand.
Whoa! Do you expect me to just keep quiet? I was poisoned? Poison? Am I gonna die?
3 months later, you're not dead. So, buddy.
Just wait and see. Time will tell.
That's nice.
Yeah, I guess. More importantly, I want to know why you have that bottle. Huh? Well, that's remember how I told you I drank the alchemist's tomato juice? Indeed. Not something easy to forget, especially having heard it several times. Well, that was when I saw it on the floor. This bottle, right here, it was totally empty, and I thought, you know, it's such a fancy looking bottle and all. I'm a bit of a skull fancier. They have this air of danger about them, right? They certainly do.
Did he kill himself?
I think so. So since it was there, and I was there too, I felt we were kinda meant for each other. I thought, this bottle's so classy I could die for it.
Amir.
Had any poison been left in the bottle, you would have died instantly. But if it was empty, it was probably harmless.
Probably.
Oh, hear that? I'm gonna live. Good thing I rinsed it well before use. Stop drinking. But if the victim was killed by poison, that raises a new question, of course. Who could have poisoned him? Considering all the evidence and the testimonies we've heard today, the answer is so close I can taste it.
It's not Letty, right?
So Belduke was poisoned by, I think it was himself.
Himself, yeah. He killed himself.
It was, of course, Sir Belduke himself.
Yeah.
Sir Belduke himself? Sir Belduke took the poison of his own will.
That's so sad.
His death was suicide.
Oh, man.
Objection!
That is preposterous. A suicide? Inconceivable.
Objection!
Huh?
Think about it, Inquisitor. That would explain the most unnatural aspect of his death. The most unnatural aspect? Miss Grail, when you were strangling Sir Belduke, he put up no fight whatsoever, is that correct? Yes, it is. Until today, I was convinced it was due to the sleep medicine.
So tragic.
It wasn't, because he didn't take any. The truth is, when you gripped his throat, Sir Belduke was already dead. He had poisoned himself.
Man, this is dark.
But would the poison have caused him to bleed from his mouth? I personally know of no poison that works instantly and causes such symptoms. Oh, you don't? I can't just tell them that it happens on TV all the time. There are certain plants in this area that contain a highly poisonous substance. In the course of his research, Master Belduke found a way to extract that poison. What am I hearing? Is there really such a dangerous plant in Labyrinthia?
Could be so shocked.
The poison is very bitter to taste, so it would be impossible to secretly slip it into someone's food or drink. And it would cause internal damage. It is a very powerful poison. Drinking it would induce a most painful death.
I think you would pick a better way to die.
And to think Sir Belduke could... But... did Sir Belduke really choose such an agonizing death for himself? It doesn't seem like he suffered that much. I would like to know that too. Miss Grey Earl, you mean to say Master killed himself after exposing me as a witch? I cannot believe it. He just wouldn't commit suicide.
Jesus.
Indeed, we cannot take such a theory at face value. Had he committed suicide, I dare say he would have left a suicide note.
Well,
I can't say why Sir Belduke committed suicide, but I think there's a piece of evidence that can confirm his suicide was a possibility. There was a piece of evidence like that?
for Barnum.
If you have such evidence, you ought to present it to the court immediately. Present the evidence indicating that Sir Belduke's death could have been suicide. Was it the letter? I think it's the letter.
What are the blank pages, though? We didn't present the blank pages yet. Just the letter itself.
That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense.
Okay, go with it.
Take that!
That's Sir Belduke's letter.
Good call.
Let's see, it was addressed to the storyteller, wasn't it? This is the last letter written by Sir Belduke. Now, if his death was a suicide, then this letter may well be his suicide note.
Objection!
What we have here is nothing more than blank sheets of parchment. Whether or not there was a suicide note is something we can only speculate about. That's right.
Huh.
But there is one person who knows whether this letter was really a suicide note.
Oh, Letty.
You mean the person who swapped its contents? No, it's Jean. In other words, you, Jean Greyle. Witness, you stole Sir Belduke's letter on the night of the crime. Tell us, what was written in it? I don't know. What? You don't know? I did steal the letter, yes, but I don't know what its contents were. You mean you have not read it? I couldn't bring myself to read it. It seemed that if I did, everything that has happened since Master Belduke saved my life would be ruined in an instant. I've taken it out and held it in my hands many times, but no matter what, I just couldn't. Miss Grey Earl, can you tell us where that letter is now?
Oh, I see. She didn't erase the words, she just replaced it with blank pages. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're carrying it with you. Oh, okay, good.
No!
Ah.
You're carrying it around with you? If you were searched, you would have been done for. That night, having killed Master Belduke, I decided to stay in his residence. I knew my identity would be revealed sooner or later, and I was ready for it. So until that time, I decided to always keep the letter with me. My lord. Yes, witness. If you don't mind, could you please read it aloud?
The judge is gonna read it? Oh, God.
Now that I'm here, in this place of judgment, I think I'm finally ready to hear what Master wrote.
Yeah, where did she keep it? Her clothing had no
rolled
pocket.
up her sleeve, I guess.
Yeah.
Miss Grey Earl, I think you should be the one to read it.
Me?
Sir Belduke wrote this letter to the storyteller as he was preparing to die. I think it's only right his last words should be read by you.
Yes, you're right. I see. I understand. Please allow me to read the letter aloud. My dear friend, I hope you will be able to forgive me for leaving this world of my own will. I have finally made this decision, having seen that accursed bell tower
appear in the flames on that dreadful night. That lightning was a sign that we have angered the gods. What I have done cannot be forgiven. I can never escape from it. For the past few days, I have been thinking that it might be best to simply expose everything. This town's secret, the truth about the witch. Of course, I understand that secrets need to be kept. However, I have grown very tired. I'm afraid I cannot keep the secret any longer. I have only 2 concerns. The first is my daughter. It pains me to be leaving her alone in this world, although she probably doesn't think of me as her father.
A daughter?
I was not aware that Sir Belduke had a daughter.
It's talking about freaking.
Mr. Belduke seemed to know a lot about this
What about
town.
Espella?
No.
This town
No,
is
because she had other parents.
And the truth about the witch.
Truth about the witch. Somehow I don't think he was talking about Miss Grey Earl.
Okay, I thought it was Grail.
The second matter, weighing heavily on my mind, is that Jean will be left on her own.
I guess he could have been Espella's father then.
Seeing her growing up, so strong and
That,
righteous,
blonde
in
hair.
defiance of her fate, had given me hope.
The storyteller has blonde hair too.
A short while ago,
Could all be
she brought
related.
me my usual, and what will be my last, drink. There are so many things I wanted to tell her, but I could only manage a thank you. She is a very sharp child. Had I said any more, she would have caught on. You could call me a selfish man, but I didn't wish my last memory of her to be a sad one.
Master Belduke. If the fate handed to her by this town has made her life an ordeal until now, I hope from the bottom of my heart that a wonderful story awaits her next. I intend to leave my residence to her, and I would like you to look out for her.
Oh man. He was friends with the storyteller.
It is time for me to put my pen down, my dear friend. What I truly wish to express to you is too complicated for words. I hope one day you will understand, but for now I bid you farewell. The time has come for me to go.
What the what?
Suicide note.
What the what?
What the what? What the what? Wesley.
Oh my god, but she's still screwed because she's a witch. She's still screwed.
She is still a witch.
This letter, it wasn't a denunciation of me being a witch.
Master Belduke cared about you until the very end.
Of which is now, by the way.
How could I have forgotten? I'm sure I knew it all along. So why did I? How could I have done that to him?
Well,
Miss Grayo. My lord. What is it, Inquisitor Barnum? I think it is about time for the guilty verdict.
no!
Guilty? The Inquisition withdraws the charges against Maya Fey
Uh-huh.
and charges Jean Grayo with being a witch. All the evidence corroborates this accusation, and she even admits her guilt. Hence, the Inquisition asks that the witch be found guilty and punished immediately.
Punish.
Not so fast, Inquisitor Barnum. What do you want now, Sir Blue Knight? Admittedly, Miss Grail did attempt to strangle Sir Belduke, but he had consumed a deadly poison and was already dead at the time. Therefore, she is not guilty of murder. And one more thing. It also wasn't Miss Grail who turned Professor Layton into gold. There was another witch present at the crime scene. The defendant Maya saw her too. To put it simply, Miss Grail didn't kill anyone. Yeah, she didn't kill anyone, and yet you still want to burn her? Maya, do you even know how it feels to be put in this cage? I'll put you in a cage. How do you like it? Huh? It's like everyone against you, and it's super frightening. I'm not a witch. It's not comfortable. It's surprisingly warm for something so well ventilated. But I've been thrown into this cage and almost sentenced for something I didn't do. And now you're about to do the same to another person? It's just not right. It's not good.
Not good.
Is that all you have to say? Huh? The one who's in the wrong is not me, but you, Sir Blue Knight. Whether the witch committed a crime or not is completely irrelevant.
Ah!
This is the witch's court. All witches must be punished by fire. But that's crazy! Why? Why, Barnum? Inquisitor Barnum is absolutely right. Being a witch is a crime. You understand that, don't you, Miss Greer? Yes. Very well. The court is ready to issue the final verdict. Maya Fey is found innocent, and in her place, Jean Greer is found guilty of being a witch and shall be cast into the fire.
No! You can't! Hold it! Please, hold the verdict!
Espella?
What is it now, Espella Cantabella?
Really, really need to kill someone.
There is nothing else we can do. This
can
is
just
the
not
course
burn her.
of things, and you should know it well.
Not burn her.
Indeed. All witches shall be cast into the flames.
Not burn her.
That is the law of this town. A law that was written by your very own father. And furthermore,
Oh,
a
storyteller is
law
a
that
dad. We already
has
learned
always
that.
been obeyed in
Yeah.
the town of Labyrinthia.
A town like this should never exist in the first place.
What such insolence?
That's heresy. She's criticizing the storyteller's story. Even the storyteller's daughter has no right to criticize the story.
There's no criticism.
Trials in which innocent people are sentenced to death by fire. I shall make sure this is the last one.
What
Well-
do you mean, Espella?
Wait, you can just stop this one.
Since you're
This could be no
also keen
less.
on the rules created by the storyteller, you should know exactly what I mean. The stipulation for ending the witch trials. Once the Great Witch Bezella is burned, the witch trials will end. At present, I am under suspicion. You know very well why that is, don't you?
You? Well, you don't mean that you're,
I am guilty. I am the Great Witch Bezella.
What?
Now, cast me into
Espella
the flames
Bezella.
and let Miss Grail free. Miss Cantabella. This shall be the last of the witch trials. No one else need be burned hereafter.
Espella, just what are you saying? I can't let you do that.
What?
Please, Mr. Wright, let me do as I wish. I'm sorry.
This is escalating quickly.
Concerning the people
Well.
of Labyrinthia. No! Please don't do it! There must be another way! You don't need to do this! It's all right. Luke, Maya, Mr. Wright, and Mr. Layton. I truly appreciate all you
Well,
have
Layton
done
can't
for
hear
me.
you. He's gold.
Miss Cantabella. Your confession will have very serious, or rather, fatal consequences for you.
She knows. She said,
May we
burn
assume
me.
that you fully understand those consequences and are willing to accept them?
Oh my god.
I am Espella Cantabella, the storyteller's daughter. But I also have another name.
Oh man.
I am the Great Witch Bezella.
I totally called it. She's totally Bezella, I
have
said.
lived
I said
hidden
that.
in the dark pages of my father's story, deceiving all of you. Many lives have been sacrificed because of me. But that shall end today.
Okay.
Court attendants, seize that woman. She is the great witch, Bezella.
Are we toasting Espella?
No, we can't possibly toast her yet.
Or...
Well, oh my god, animation!
Storyteller's gonna intervene. Maybe?
Yeah.
Or we're having some s'mores right now.
Well...
Espella.
Got some baked Bezella.
Maya! Mystic Maya Fey!
Maya's awesome.
Espella, this just isn't right. Let's go. Nick, give me a hand.
Okay, I'll fly up there. Oh shit, I'm not really a phoenix. Oh my god!
Whoa, whoa!
Jump over there.
That's a little far.
But hurry.
Will you use your magic? No? No magic? Did she really go back into the cage? Oh!
Maya?
Help me, Nick. Espella, quick in here.
Maya? Maya?
Stop! You've got to stop!
No! No!
Maya crashed. Every time you start doing 3D, I swear, Maya just crashes straight away. Well, just reboot her, and she'll be fine. To be continued.
What?
Stay tuned, everybody.
What?
That's gonna be all for our stream tonight.
No!
Thanks everybody for hanging out.
Maya!
There's oh, let's see, 3 credibility. Not
Oh,
Get this pick-a-rats.
fire!
Oh yeah, I like that pick-a-rat score. It's pretty good. So Maya Fey.
Maya fried, more like. No! Awful! Maya!
Making jokes at her expense. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for staying around with all of us. We're gonna figure out what's going on.
Yep.
See you soon.
Bye!